Hello grade 9 students. Today I am going to do Department of Education Central Province Year-End Examination 2019. This is paper 1 and 2. 2.5 hours you get. Part A, part 1, you get how many questions there? 15 questions. First page you get 1 to 7, second page 8 to 15, and each question worth 2 marks. And then here part 1B, you get 2 parts. So 2 questions you have to answer. That's compulsory to answer. So each question worth 10 marks there. Then part 2, you get 7 questions. You have to answer only 5 questions. So try part 1B, 2 questions. And then part 2, you get 1, 2, 3 there. And the next page, 4, 5, 6. And the last page, you get 7. So let's do this paper. Let's do question number 1. Find the price of 7 meter of cloth if 4 meter of the cloth cost 420 rupees. So 4 meters is 420 rupees. So what about 1 meter? You have to divide this by 4. That's 105 rupees. Then what about 7 meters? Multiply this by 7. 35 and 7 times 1, 7. 735 rupees. So you get 2 marks for this question. Question number 2. Solve. X plus 5 over 3 is equal to 4. You need to first get rid of 3. Multiply both sides by 3. So you get x plus 5. 4 times 3, 12. So what's x? Subtract 5 from both sides means we are taking 5 to the other side. Same meaning. 12 minus 5, that's 7. X equals 7. 2 marks for that. Question number 3. The base area of a tank in the shape of a cuboid is 2 square meters and its capacity is 2000 liters. Find its capacity in cubic meters. So we need to first convert this one to cubic meters. So what's the relationship? 1 cubic meter is 1000 liters. How you get that one? Can you remember? 1 into 1 into 1. Then convert to centimeters. Multiply by 100 each 1 meter. And then we know 1000 cubic centimeters is 1 liter. So this is in cubic centimeters. When you divide this by 1000, you get number of liters. 3 zeros. And you get 1000 liters. So 1000 liters is 1 cubic meter. So remember the relationship. So how many cubic meters? 1000 liters, 1 cubic meter. We need 2000 liters. So this becomes 2 cubic meters. Find the height of the tank. How we find out the height? It's given capacity. The volume is 2 cubic meters. So 2 is equal to volume, the base area 2 into height. Base area is given. So when you take the cuboid, this is the base area. So base area is 2 square meter. So H base area into height is volume. So you get H equals 2 divided by 2, that's 1 meter. So 2 marks for that. 1 mark here and 1 mark for this part. Question number 4, simplify. So same denominator, so you can just add the numerators. So 2x plus 3 is the common one, lowest common multiple, and you just add x plus 1 and 2x. 2x and x, 3x plus 1 over 2x plus 3. So you get 2 marks. Question number 5. Convert 101 to base 10. So this is in base 2, that's just 2 to the power 0. That means 1. So 1 times that. This one is 2 to the power 1. That means 2 multiplied by 2. This one is 2 to the power 2. That's 4 multiplied by 4. Now what you get? 1 times 1. That's 1. 2 times 0, 0. 4 times 1, 4. So when you add it, you get 5. That's base 10. So can you remember? This is 3 places. If you have several places, this is how you start. If it's base 10, this is 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, like that. So it's given 1 here and 1 bead here. So this represent 101 in base 2 represent base 10, that's 5. 2 marks to identify that. Question number 6. Fill in the blanks of the following proof. It's given AO is equal to OC. That's given. OB is equal to OD. Now we'll add these two. AO plus OB is equal to OC plus OD. That's just addition. Adding these two, 1 and 2. 1, 2, this is 1 plus 2. Then what is AO plus OB? That's AB. What is OC plus OD? CD. When you add the two lengths, you get CD. So 2 marks for filling the blanks. Question number 7. Simplify 2 to the power 3, divide by 2 to the power 6. And express the answer with a positive index. So what can you remember about laws of indices? Same base, different powers, division. We subtract the power, m minus n. So that's the theory you need. So what's the subtraction? 3 minus 6 becomes minus 3. You can't keep like this because we need to convert to the positive index. So what's the other law you need to know? Any power, negative power, you can convert to the positive power taking the reciprocal, taking upside down. So this goes there and the other one goes to the denominator. So we can write this one as 1 over 2 to the power 3. So that's the positive index. So 2 marks. Question number 8. The diameter of a certain microorganism is 0.000653 centimeters. Write this in scientific notation. How you write in scientific notation? Any number into 10 to the power, any integer. This number in front should be in between 1 and 10. 1 is included. So the minimum number is 1.000 and the maximum number is 9.999, correct to 3 decimal places. So we'll write down this number because this is smaller than 1. So you have to put it inside the range. So what's the number less than 10? 6.53. You can't write 0.6. You can't write 65. Then how many places you have to move? So 6 point here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places to the left you have to move. So that means minus power. 10 to the power minus 4. So normally decimal value, very small value, you get negative powers. Less than 1. Bigger numbers, more than 1, you get positive powers. So 2 marks for that. Question number 9. Find the value of x plus 2y when x equals 3. So substitute 3 there for x and y is given 1 over 4. According to Bodmer's multiplication first. So simplify this. 3 plus half, you can write 3.5. Easily you can get 2 marks. Question number 10. Find the values of x and y according to the data given in the diagram. So these are 2 parallel lines. What can you say about these 2 angles? The allied angles add up to 180. So x plus 85 is 180. So what's x? Subtract 85 from that. 95 degrees. Now look at this one. These are parallel lines. Z angle. This and this alternate angles are equal. So you can find out y value easily. Y is 70 degrees because of alternate angles. This one, what's the reason? Allied angles. 2 marks finding x and y. So 1 mark for y value, 1 mark for x value. Question number 11. Solve the inequality and represent the solutions on the number line given below. X minus 3 is greater than or equal to 1. So you need to take minus 3 to the other side. So that means adding plus 3 both sides. So 3 get cancelled out. X becomes greater than or equal to 4. 3 plus 1. That means 4 is included. You draw a solid circle and you have to draw the arrow towards right hand side. Greater than. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for solving the inequality and 1 mark for showing on the number line. Question number 12. Find the value of A in the figure. There's a triangle. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Simplify, you get 2A plus 50 equals 180. So what's it? 2A. You subtract 180. From that you get 130. Divide by 2. You can find out the A value. 65. 2 times 6, 12 and 1 remaining for 10, that's 5. 65 degrees. 2 marks. Question number 13. The magnitude of one interior angle of a regular polygon is x. The magnitude of one exterior angle is y. Write the relationship between x and y. What's the relationship? Any polygon, exterior angle is y and interior angle x. The sum of two angles add up to 180. So this is the polygon. So x like that, you get the polygon. So what's the relationship? X plus y is 180. So sum of interior angle and exterior angle add up to 180. Then express the number of sides of the polygon in terms of y. So if it's a regular polygon, number of sides is 360 divided by the exterior angle. Because we know for any polygon, the sum of exterior angles add up to 360. So what is it? 360 divided by y. Y is the exterior angle. So that's the relationship. 2 marks, 1 mark for this relationship and 1 mark for this. Question number 14. Make t as the subject of the formula. F equals 7r plus t. So you have to keep t here. So 7r you have to subtract from both sides. Then you get f minus 7r is equal to t. So that's all. So I'll write down properly t equals f minus 7r. 2 marks. Question number 15. Draw the sketch of the bisector of the angle ABC. ABC, this one. So what you do? You don't need to take the compass. I'll show you how to use that. Keep the compass here, draw 2 arcs. And then take the same length or different one. You keep it here and draw an arc here. Same length, you draw an arc. And then you connect the 2 points. So I'll use the line and then connect the 2 points. So this is the angle bisector. This angle is same as this angle. That's the bisector. So 2 marks for showing the arcs and sketching the diagram. In the first paper here, you have to do another 2 questions, long questions. So question number 1, simplify. And then fraction comes. So we'll do separately. Simplify. It's easy to first convert to improper fractions. 4 times 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5 over 4. Divide by 1/3 of. Of means multiply. 3/4. According to Bodmer's, multiplication first. We'll do the brackets, multiplication and brackets first. So inside brackets you do 3 times 1. 3 here, 3. So 5 over 4 divide by 1 over 4. Division becomes multiplication by taking the reciprocal. 4 goes to the numerator and 1 goes there. Reciprocal. Now what you get? 4 and 4 get cancelled out. You get 5 only. Part B. Marwan gave 1/3 of the amount of money he had to Mohan and 2/5 of it to Radha. Write the amount of money given to both of them as a fraction of the total amount he had. So just addition of 2 fractions, 1/3 and 2/5. What's the lowest common multiple of 3 and 5? 15. Convert to 15. Multiply by 5. This one multiplied by 3, you get 3 times 2, 6. 6 plus 5 11 over 15. Again, how you find out the lowest common multiple? Take the largest number out of these. But 5 is not divisible by 3. So, take the multiple. 10 also not divisible by 3. Take the next multiple, 15. 15 is divisible by both 3 and 5. So, that's the lowest common multiple. So, this is the answer. Part 2. If the total amount of money given to Mohan and Radha is 3,300, find the total amount Marwan had at the beginning. So, we found 11 over 15 used. 11 over 15 is 3,300 rupees. So, what about one part? You have to divide by 11. So, you get 300 rupees. That's one part. Full amount is 15 parts. So, 15 out of 15. So, multiply 300 by 15. 2 zeros and multiply by 3. So, Marwan had 4,500 rupees. Now, we'll see how many marks for each part. So, we'll start from the last part. That's 4,500. You get 3 marks. 3 marks for this step. And the previous part, 11 over 15 also 3 marks. And so this one, you get 4 marks for that. So 4, 3, 7 and 3, 10 marks for the first question. This is still part 1. And we'll take the second question. In part 1, you have to answer all questions there. So, you need to find out the area, radius. So, we'll do step by step. The diagram shows a lamina in the shape of a parallelogram used to make an emblem. dx is equal to xc. Find the area of the parallelogram ABCD. So, how you find out the area? Length into perpendicular height, base. If base is 28, perpendicular height is 14. 28 into 14. Multiply 10 and 4. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 2, 8 plus 3, 11. 392 square centimeters. Second part, the shaded part is cut and separated from the lamina. What is the shape of the remaining part? So, what you get? When you cut it, you get a trapezium. So, trapezium is the shape. Find the area of the remaining part. So, how you find out the area of a trapezium? If you know the lengths of 2 parallel lines, this is 28, this is half of it, that's 14. So, half into addition of the 2 parallel lines into perpendicular height. Perpendicular height is 14. 2 times 7, addition of these two, 42 times 7. So, you get 294. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 4, 28 plus 1, 29. 294 square centimeters. What is the radius of the largest circle that can be drawn inside BXDY? So, here. Now, this length is 14, this length is 14, that's a square. So, we can fit one should be smaller than that. Yeah, something like this. Fit exactly. Yeah, this is not a square, that's why we can't fit it properly. So something like this. So you can fit a circle like this, then the diameter of the circle becomes 14. So diameter is 14 centimeters. So what is the radius? Radius becomes half of it. So 14 divided by 2, that's 7 centimeters. So how many marks for these parts? We have another question, we'll do it and then give marks. Find the area of the above circle. So radius we found out 7 centimeters. So what's the area of the circle? Pi r squared is the formula to find out the area of the circle. Pi you can take 22 over 7, r is 7. So 7 get cancelled out. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 2, 14 plus 1, 15. 154 square centimeters. Now we'll see how many marks for each step. 4 marks for 154. This one. And the previous part, 7 centimeters, just 1 mark. 294, 3 marks. And the first one, 392, 2 marks. So we'll add it. 2, 3, 5 and 6. 6 and 4, 10 marks. So this is first paper. You have to answer all questions in the first paper. 15 questions and 2 questions, long questions. So 50 marks altogether. Now we'll try to do the second part of the paper. Part B, question number 1. So that's algebra question. You have to factorize the quadratic expression and then simultaneous equations. So we'll do separately. X plus y is 25, 2x minus y equals 5. Find the factors of x and y by solving the pair of simultaneous equation. So what are the values of x and y? X minus y equals 5. So when you have two equations, what you look at? You have to look at the coefficients. Now x, the coefficients are not equal, but in y, coefficients are equal. Then look at the sign. One is positive and one is negative. So when you add the two equations, the variable y get cancelled out. So add it. X plus 2x. Here y get cancelled out, you don't need to write it. 25 plus 5. That's 30. 3x is 30, divide by 3. You get x equals 10. X is 10. Then what you do? You take one of the equations and substitute x. I'll take the first one. X plus y equals 25. X is 10. 10 plus y is 25 means what is y? 25 minus 10, you get 15. X is 10 and y equals 15. So we'll give marks for that. So you get 4 marks. 2 marks for finding x and 2 marks for finding y value. Find the factors of x squared minus 8x plus 12. This is a quadratic expression. You get 2 solutions. So what you do, you multiply these 2, you get 12x squared. This is plus. So that means you have to find out the factors. When you add the factors, you are getting minus 8. So minus addition means both the factors should be minus. So what are the factors? 4 and 3, 12 and 1, 6 and 2. 6 and 2 is possible. So both factors should be minus. So you get minus 6x and minus 2x. So split the middle term to minus 6x and minus 2x. Take first 2 and the last 2 separately and factorize. X is common, take it out. X minus 6 is remaining. From this, I can take minus 2 out. X minus 6 also remaining because this minus minus becomes plus. Now x minus 6 is there, common. Take it out. What's remaining? X minus 2. So the factors are x minus 6 and x minus 2. How many marks for this step? You get 3 marks. Part 3. Mala spent 300 rupees to buy 5 books and 2 pens worth 30 each. Build up a simple equation by taking x as the price of a book and find the price of a book by solving it. One book is x. So 5 books, 5x. And then 2 pens, each one 30. So 2 times 30 rupees. The total is given 300 rupees. So we can form an equation, build an equation. Now solve it. 5x plus 60 is equal to 300. So you have to find x. So you have to take all the other terms to the other side. 60 you have to subtract from both sides. That means you get 60 here, minus 60. So 240 is 5x. So divide by 5. You get x equals 5 times 4, 20, and this is 8, 48. So that means price of a book is 48 rupees. That's the price of a book. So how many marks for this part? You get 3 marks. So we give 3, 3, 6 and 4, 10 marks for this question as well. Now let's do the next one. Question number 2, that's about straight lines, drawing straight lines. So 5 parts are there. We'll do separately. The incomplete table given below is prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals 2x minus 3. Find the values of y when x equals 0 and x equals 2. So you take the equation, substitute x equals 0. 2 times 0 minus 3. Multiplication first. 0 minus 3, you get minus 3. So this value is minus 3. Then the next value, substitute x equals 2. 2 times 2 minus 3. 4 minus 3, that's 1. So this is plus 1. So you get 2 marks for that. Let's see how many marks. Just 2 marks. 1 and 1. Now let's try the next part. We found out minus 3 and 1. So we'll write down minus 3 and 1. Draw the graph of the function on the Cartesian plane. So when you are drawing, make sure that you first scale it. So minus 2 should be there here, minimum, and plus 2. What about y-axis? Minus 7 should be there and plus 1. Now we'll mark the points. So we'll label this. This is y, this is x. minus 2, minus 7. Minus 2, minus 7. So this is this one. Minus 2, minus 7. Minus 1, minus 5. 0, minus 3. 1 and minus 1. 2 with 1. Now take the ruler and draw the line. Then what's the next one? You have to answer the questions. Now we'll give marks. So when you are drawing a graph, you get 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points, and 1 mark for connecting the points. So only 3 marks. Then we'll answer the questions using the graph. Write the equation of the graph drawn parallel to the above graph and passes through the point 0, 1. Parallel. Parallel means same gradient. So same gradient. What's the equation? 2x minus 3. So y equals 2x minus 3 is the graph. So gradient is 2. So m should be 2. And what's the y-intercept here? It says 0, 1. When x equals 0, y value is 1. So that's c equals 1. So what's the equation? You can write y equals 2x plus 1. That's the equation of the line passes through 0, 1 point and parallel to 2x minus 3 graph. Draw the graph of y equals x on the same coordinates plane. Y equals x means when x equals 0, y equals 0. When x equals 1, y equals 1. So any points you can take. So 0, 0, minus 2, minus 2. Any point you can take. So I'll take 0, 0, 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. So these are the values. So when you connect this is the y equals x line. Then write the coordinates of the point of intersection of the graph y equals x and 2x minus 3. So what's the intersecting point? This point, 3 and 3. So the coordinates of the point is 3, 3. So you need to understand y and x should be the same. So if this is 3, this is also 3. So you get that. So how many marks? So we gave 3 marks for drawing the graph. Then y equals 2x plus 1, you get 2 marks for this step. And 3, 3, that one, just 1 mark, and 2 marks for drawing the graph. So we'll see 10 marks, whether we gave 10 marks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we gave 2 marks for this. So 10 marks for this question as well. Question number 3, sets Venn diagrams. So we'll do separately. Epsilon, that's a Greek letter to show the entire set, whole numbers from 1 to 10. 1 and 10 also included. A is prime numbers from 1 to 10, even numbers from 1 to 10. That's B. Write the above sets in terms of its elements. So we'll first write down the epsilon. From 1 to 10 means 1 and 10 included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A, prime numbers starting from 2. 2, 3, 5, 7. Those are prime numbers. So what are even numbers from 1 to 10? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 is also included. Denote the above sets in a copy of the Venn diagram given below. So we'll mark it 2 is common. And in A, 2, 3, 5, 7. 2 is there, 3, 5, 7 here. In B, 2 is there, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8, 10. And then outside, check whether these numbers are okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now all 10 numbers are there. Copy down the following and fill in the blanks according to the Venn diagram. A intersection B. Common for both A and B. So this region, that's 2. A dash. Outside A. You close A circle and see what are the outside numbers. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Number of elements in the union. A union B means this circle inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 elements are there. Number of elements is 8. So that's the first part. So we'll see how many marks for these steps. 1 mark for writing epsilon. 2, 3, 5, 7, 1 mark. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, 1 mark. And then putting all the values in the correct places, 2 marks for this step. And writing down the answers here, 1 mark here. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 1 mark. And 8 is number of elements, 1 mark. Let's do part B. An unbiased coin is flipped once. Unbiased means both sides are equally likely. Write the sample space. When you flip a coin, what are the sides you get? Heads or tail? So you can write the sample space. S is heads or tails. Those are the outcomes. You can write HT also. H, T. That's also possible. Find the probability of obtaining a tail. 2 sides are there, so probability of getting tail is 2 sides are there. How many tails are there? Only 1. 1 out of 2. So when you are writing, this is number of elements in tail and number of elements in the sample space. So sample space NS equals 2. 2 outcomes are there. When you take tail, only 1. So 1 over 2. So how many marks for this step? 1 mark here and 1 mark. So 2, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 4. That's about a diagram and you are asked to sketch it and draw the scale diagram. Question number 4a. The diagram shows how the top of the vertical power post AC tied down to the ground at the point B. Find the height of AC according to the measurements given in the diagram. So this is a right angle triangle. You can use Pythagoras theorem. So this is hypotenuse AB. So AB squared, that's 10 squared, is equal to AC squared plus 6 squared. So what is AC squared? You can take it other way around, this 6 squared. 10 squared minus 6 squared. You don't need to write this step if you know how to write. If you know the hypotenuse, that one minus the other side. So 10 squared, 10 times 10, 100. 6 times 6, 36. You get 64 as AC squared. So what's the square number for 64? 8 into 8. So 8 squared is AC squared. So what's the square root? AC equals 8. Because the powers are the same, so you can equate the bases. AC equals 8 meters. So how many marks for 4A? 3 marks. Part B. A child walks 60 meters towards south from his home. Then he walks 100 meters on a bearing of 55 degrees and then comes near a mango tree. Represent the above information in a sketch. So, child walks 60 meters from north, because comes down, south. So, 60 meters here. 60 meters down. And then 100 meters on a bearing of 55. So, 55 from north. So, somewhere here, that's 100. 100 meters. Now, this is 55 given. So, this is the starting point. So, this is the sketch. Draw a scale diagram by taking the scale 1 centimeter, represent 10 meters. So, that means we need 60 meters. 60 meters means divide by 10, you get 6 centimeter length, and 100 meters means divide by 10, you get 10 centimeters. So, we need 10 centimeter length and 6 centimeter length. So, we will try to draw it. Now, we will take the ruler to draw it. So, what you do? You can first take the vertical line. So, starting from here, we need from here 6 centimeters. So, this line. Then, we need 55 degree angle to this. So, you need the protractor to measure 55. So, you keep it here. (55 degrees), 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 is here. Now, we can draw the line. And we need 10 centimeters from here. So, you can either use the compass or I'll take the ruler and we'll measure from here. So, where's 10 centimeters? 10 is here. So, this is the point. Now, we can say this is the starting point. So, this is 55 degrees and this is 6 centimeters and this is 10 centimeters. Using the scale diagram, find the actual direct distance from his home. This is home to mango tree. So, this is the mango tree here. So, we need the distance. So, we'll draw a line there and try to measure using the ruler. So, how many centimeters you are getting? So, you are getting 8 centimeters. So, 8 centimeters is the answer. Or 8.1 also one can get. So I'll take 8 centimeters is the length of this one, but we need the actual length, not the scale length. So we have to multiply by 10. So 8 times 10, that's 80 meters is the distance from home to mango tree. So how many marks for B part? This is for B part. So earlier we gave marks 3 and 2. 3 marks for this one, and now we have to give the sketch 2 marks. And for the scale diagrams, this one 3 marks. And finding the actual length, that's 2 marks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and earlier 3, 10 marks for this whole question. Question number 5, that's statistics question. So we'll do separately all these parts. The table given below shows the information regarding the pairs of shoes sold during a month in a certain shop. Find the range of the distribution. So what's the range? Range is the maximum value, that's 25. Minimum value is 20. 25 minus 20, that's 5. What is the number of pairs of shoes sold in most number of days? That means the mode value, one which has the highest frequency. So 10, that means 23. 23 is the highest occurrence. So how many marks for these 2 steps? You get 1 and 1. Part 3, find the mean number of shoes sold in a day to the nearest whole number. So that means you have to calculate the mean. So we'll construct the table. Number, we can take X. Frequency, you can take F. So what are the numbers? 20 to 25. And then the total. So what are the frequencies? 2, 3, 6, 10, 5, 4. 2, 3, 6, 10, 5, 4. What's the total? 30. 30 is there. Now, how we find out the mean? You need the fx column. Multiply f and x. 20 times 2, 40. 21 times 3, 63. 6 times 22, 132. 23 times 10, 230. 5 times 24, 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 2, 10 plus 2, 12. 120. 25 times 4, 100. Now we'll add it. We need the total of fx. 5, 10, 16, 18, 1 remaining, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 685. So the mean value is total fx or sigma fx over total f. 685 over 30. 30 times 2, 60. For 85 also, 2. 20. So how many remaining? Just divide and see. This is 60. 85 also 2. 60. What remainder? So you get 25. So 250. 3 times 7. 8 also we can take. 8. So 22.8. So 22.8 is the value, but nearest whole number, you have to round it up. So 23 shoes per day. That's the mean value. Then part 4. The shop owner says that his target is to sell 700 pairs of shoes within a period of a month. Giving reasons, state whether his target is achieved or not. So this is for 1 day. For 30 days, we take for a month 690. But the target is 700. So this is less than 700. So that means target is not achieved. Target is not achieved. So how many marks? So this one we gave 2 marks. So finding mean, you get 6 marks for that. How you get marks? Fx multiplication and the total of fx using the correct formula and then substituting the correct values and getting the answer with the rounded value. That's 6 marks here, and then 2 marks for this part. 6 plus 2, 8, and the earlier 2, 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 6, that's construction. You need to use your ruler and the compass. And we'll do separately all these parts. Construct the following using a straight edge with centimeter millimeter scale and a pair of compasses only. Draw the line segment AB of length 6.2 centimeters. So we can take a ruler and the compass. So first we'll draw the line and then take the compass to measure 6.2 centimeters and we mark it. We'll mark the length. And then you have to keep it on top of this point and mark the other point. So this length is AB, line segment, with 6.2 centimeters. Construct a perpendicular to AB at A. So we have to draw a perpendicular line. So what you do? You take the compass and take certain distance, and you can draw the 2 arcs onto this side and this side. Both sides of A, then take a bigger length, keep it on top of the arc you marked and draw 2 arcs in the middle with the same distance, don't change it. Now we got the intersecting point, so you take the ruler and connect. So that's the perpendicular line drawn from A. Then construct the angle ABC. This angle is 30 degrees such that the point C lies on the perpendicular line. So we have to draw the line and find C. How you construct 30 degrees? You can take 60-degree angle and bisect. We'll draw a 60-degree angle. You use the property of equilateral triangle. So keep the compass on top of point B. Take any length. So we'll take this length. You can draw an arc here and arc in the middle like. And then take the same length and find the intersecting point. So this is 60 degrees. Now we can take another length, keep on top of this point and mark in between. And also keep it here and mark the other point. So we didn't get the intersection, so that means you have to redraw it here. Now we found out the intersection. Connect with B. B and this intersection is the line. So the intersection of the bisector and this line, this is 30, is C point. So that's the C point. So how many marks for these 3 steps? You get drawing the line AB 2 marks and perpendicular line 2 marks and 3 marks for this one, drawing the angle 30 and marking the point C. So 3 parts. So altogether 7 marks. Let's do the next one. Next part, construct the perpendicular bisector of CB. So we need to construct the perpendicular bisector. So you need to take the compass. So how you draw a perpendicular bisector? We can keep it on top of C. Take any distance. You draw an arc this side and on the other side. Do the same thing for point B. Keep on top of point B and draw the arcs. This one and this one. So we have 2 intersecting points. Now we can connect the 2 points. So this one and this one. That's the perpendicular bisector of CB. Now we'll measure and write the value of ACB. ACB, this angle. So we need the protractor for that. So we can measure ACB angle. So what's the angle here? That's 60 degrees. You get 60 degrees. So we'll write ACB angle is 60 degrees. We can easily check that this is 30 and this is a perpendicular. 90 minus 30, 60 degrees. So ACB angle, this angle. So how many marks for these 2 steps? So you get 1 mark for writing down the 60-degree angle and 2 marks for drawing the perpendicular bisector. So 3 here and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for this question. Let's take the last question. This is about patterns, number patterns. General term is there and find out the values. So we'll do separately each step. Malik saved 12 rupees in his till in the first day. And thereafter every day he saved 5 rupees more than the previous day. Write separately the amounts of money he saved in the till on the first 3 days. So 12 is the first term. 12 plus 5, 5 more than that, 17. 17 plus 5, 22. So like that, he is saving. So first 3 terms, 12, 17, 22. Find the general term of the above number pattern. So how do you find out the general term? First term is 12. And here adding 5 each time. So you have to write down a pattern which relates to 5. So nth term formula, general term. So 5n, you get each time it adds 5, and then how you get first term when n equals 1? N equals 1, you get 5. So you have to add 7 to get 12. Now check with the second term. When n equals 2, 2 times 5, 10, 10 plus 7, 17. So general term for this is 5n plus 7. So always this number comes with the common difference. So we did 2 parts. So 3 marks for the first part and 3 marks for finding the general term. 6 marks there. Part 3, using the general term, find the amount saved on the 30th day. So what's the general term? 5n plus 7. If it's 30, so plug 30 for n. So 150 plus 7, 157 rupees. Malik takes 5,000 from his till and deposits it in a bank at 12% annual simple interest. Find the interest received at the end of the year. So 5,000 into 12% is the interest you are getting. So 2 zeros get cancelled out. 12 times 50. 12 times 50, 0, and 12 times 5, 60. So 600 rupees. So how many marks for these 2 steps? 2 marks here, 157 and 600 rupees, 2 marks. So we gave 10 marks for that question. So this is the last question of this paper. So make sure that you do all the questions and then watch my video to check your answers.